Okay, sorry for the delay. This is the only dog collar I have. It was, it's not one of mine, but it was destroyed by a nice big German Shepherd. Anyway, so here's what I do. I either get my business cards printed, or I use cardstock and stick some labels on it. And there are places where you can get custom stamp made. I had one that it was nice and round and it had my information all around it. A little too big for this, but I would use, for example, this one because it's Ladybug Hugs. So, and I would obviously put the labels straight or whatever, it doesn't matter. So what you would do is you make a label that has all your care information, how to wash the collar, how to dry it, what to do, what not to do. Cover your tush, because there are people out there who will come back and say, wah, 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 you didn't tell me to do wah, wah, wah. So depending on the type of collar that you make, try to position, and that's the reason I like the thinner ones. Try to position it so that the people can extend the collar or shrink it and make sure it fits, and that you don't have to remove your tags because of that. So I don't even know. Oh, that's a martingale, the nasty ones. Okay, so I would put it near, like here, where there's no interactions with the buckle, wherever the buckle was, just so it's loose, and you can leave it if you make it big enough. Pretend this one is a leash. If you make it big enough, all you got to do is put a piece of tape here, like to cover both edges here. So the person has all the information. I have one for the collars, and I have a chart that I've downloaded off the net, and it's plastified, laminated, French, excuse me, and it shows which breeds, blah blah blah, and it works really well. So what I would do is, if it was a kit or a set of a leash and collar, I would have made, I don't think I have any more of those, or I would use one that's blank like this, or here we are. I haven't used these in a long time. So this would be for like a set, and it's self-explanatory. And I would put the label with the care underneath on the back side, and then just tape it like that. And you have to keep an eye, because some people may rip them off if you're at a craft show. You can also staple it, but I find stapling, I like stapling because you're not using plastic, but it can catch in other stuff. So I made like a whole bunch of these, and my original, this is where I got my original cards. Moo.com, MOO.com, has really cute, thin business cards. They're about half the width, like this, and they're the same length, and you can put your own pictures. They're a bit pricey, but they are kind of plasticized, so they last a bit longer. And then I use these to hook up my sometimes I'll use these. So it goes on a hanger. I've used safety pins that they're shaped like a light bulb, and there's no spring, so it doesn't catch in anything. Or even shower curtain rings, the metal ones. You can easily clip a leash or a collar on there, and then hang it on your display rack or whatever. So I hope this helps. It's been, oh my goodness, a couple years since I've done a show now because of COVID, And even then beforehand, I was moving more into selling my artwork and my dog cookies because people could quote unquote get the same leash and collar at the dollar store. And I was told by one of my customers that my stuff was too well made, it lasted longer. That's why I wasn't making sales. And she had a leash and collar set. She was one of my first customers, and she brought it back 4 years later. And the C-clamp, like they open like this, where for the leash had broken. Everything else worked. It was ratty as heck. It was dirty. It had been put through the ring. I mean, this dog was getting 4 walks a day with a bunch of other dogs, and she says, "I just want the C-clamp replaced." I told her, I said, "I'll see if I can order more, because the price of hardware has gone through the roof," and I couldn't. So I told her, I said, "I will give you another type of clasp that's just as strong, and I will trade you the old the old set for a brand new one, because I wanted to put it on my wall of quote unquote fame, that it was not my work that broke, rather it was the hardware." So that was kind of cool. So, and make sure that your sewing machine obviously works nice tight stitches. And I found that with the older machines, the older Singers or Kenmores, you get better, stronger stitches. So I really hope this helps. And if you have any questions, just give me a shout. And yeah. I don't even know what. Oh, I think I kept it for the chain. But I mean, she wanted me to guarantee that the collar I would make would survive German Shepherd teeth. And I'm like, and because he was a puppy. So I said, I can't do that. But what I can do is, if you return the hardware, I can make you another one. And you can pay like a smaller fee. So she ended up going through, I think it was 6 collars that he went through. At which point I gave up. So, because I'm like, listen, because it's like, it's just time consuming, and anyway, other issues. So good luck. I hope this helps. I'm sorry for my rambling. And voilà. Bonne journée.